Hi there, my name is Curran, and today on the Courage Chronicles, we are talking with Chris Eder from ePlatform, and he's gonna tell us about the power of embracing honesty in your business. Let's get into it. Hi there, my name is Curran, and I'm one of the co-owners of Local Laundry. Come join me on the Courage Chronicles, where we interview different people on their area of expertise and how they became successful and how you can learn from their success. Awesome. Thanks so much for coming back here, Chris. Last time we talked about a unique aspect of Calgary's community that has helped shape your business. Now I want to switch subjects and talk a little bit about a moment of courage that helped influence or shape your journey. Tell us about it.
Absolutely. I think as a consultant, people view you as the expert on everything, especially in your industry. So I'm a sales and marketing consultant specialized in automation. So when I have a client that asks for something specific and I don't know how to do it specifically or at the level they're expecting me to do it, I have no problem saying, Mr. Client, I don't know, but I'm gonna go learn how to do that. I'm gonna figure it out for you, because at the end of the day, not every business owner here is super tech savvy. That's what they're hiring me for, to do that and build that for them, to understand it for them so I can teach it to them so they can use it and implement it to their business. So if I don't know how to do something that they need me to do, I'm gonna go learn it. I'm gonna be honest about them and not sell them something that I don't specialize in. And I'm gonna go and become the expert in that industry, that specific need in that industry for them first.
Mm-hmm. Right on. So, because I'm in the sales, I do sales as well, and I sometimes struggle, because we're people pleasers. We always want to say yes. We always want to say yes, but it can be hard to when you have to be honest. And one of my favorite quotes is, your success in life is determined by how many uncomfortable conversations you're willing to have.
Love it.
So tell us, maybe there's some time when you had to be honest about something with your client.
Yeah, to have the courage to be honest about something is no small feat, because if you aren't, that can really tarnish your relationship or the view of yourself as the consultant within your network of people that may know you and that person you promised to, right? So I had a time with a client that needed something specific in our software, and it was a little bit out of my wheelhouse. There's so many tools and features in ePlatform. There's over 30 of them, and you can't be an expert at all of them. You can get really great at the marketing components of communication, like email marketing, SMS, text marketing, automation when it comes to conversational AI with all the chat GPTs going on these days and stuff like that. But I had a client come to me that, they're coach, and they needed something to learn more about this one feature we have in our platform called communities. So you can build groups in our software, kind of like Facebook has. They're private groups that you can bring your students into a coach. Right. So a coach can access them and provide a different format of learnings and teachings within that group. And I had never set one up before, but we have amazing training by our developers on the tools that they build. And I knew that I had access to that. I knew that my client had a need for it. And I could have been like, yeah, we'll dive right into it, going blind and try and figure it out as we go, but that's not the way that I roll. It's a situation where I want to go and learn more about it, because if I'm going to be charging them my full rate, I need to be the expert at that. Totally. So I wasn't at the time. I went through the training. I still wasn't the expert at it because I didn't have that proof, that case study with that certain feature we have. So with that client, I severely, dramatically decreased my rate to work with them as I learned real world with them, to set it up with them in the training I had from our developers. I never give anything for free, ever, but if I can help them in an area that I can't justify charging my full price, I'll bring it down as much as possible.
And how many employees do you have at ePlatform? Is it just you?
So it's just me as the main consultant. Our software has a huge established development team. There's hundreds of people that work on the development side of things that are contracted in to build certain tools and updates to the software. On the consultant department side of things, it's just myself. And we do have other preferred vendors and consultants here in Calgary that we will go to if there's something that's just totally outside of my expertise, which is, again, in sales and marketing.
Yeah, and because that's a big thing, especially going back to our previous episode where we talked about the Calgary community.
Yeah,
it's honesty, and maybe that's what makes the Calgary community so effective at building referrals and anything, because you don't burn a bridge in this city.
No.
Right? It is such a small city, and honesty goes so far in this city. And so, do you have any experience like with that? Or?
Yeah, I think that if you're honest and you have that level of respect after giving it to someone. So if you, again, if you over promise and under deliver, that respect is gone, especially in Calgary.
And it's hard to get back.
It's, yeah, it's very hard to get back, you know, especially in personal relationships, in business relationships, you almost will never get it back.
Yeah.
Because there's so many other options out there in Calgary. There's a lot of businesses here in Calgary, a lot of entrepreneurs that can help. So are you going to be the guy they go to next if that relationship isn't there anymore? Probably not. So to be honest, from the get-go, it's going to have that level of respect that you need to have that longevity of the relationship with your clients.
And are you looking to grow and expand your team?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we work off of a model with contractors, not necessarily employees. We've got a small group of contractors that help us out with certain things in the Calgary area. I'm always looking to grow that. So if anyone watching this has a skill set in sales and marketing when it comes to tech and gadgetry, please book a call with me. I'd love to chat with you.
How do you instill some of those values of honesty into your team of contractors or future employees or anything like that? How do you?
I'm friends with them first before I work with them.
Okay.
I kind of want to know who they are as a person. I like to break bread at their table and go for a meal with them at their house if I can, if they're in town especially. You know, I have multiple meetings with people through my network, and I probably already know a lot about them before I'm even considering hiring them for a certain project or a contract. So yeah, just having that open communication from the get-go, I think has helped me to have that trust and knowing that they're going to be similar to myself with that level of honesty, just because I know them as a person already.
Have you ever had to fire a client or have a very difficult conversation with a client because maybe they weren't being honest with you?
Yeah, I think so, and I definitely have. And I think it comes down to expectations.
Okay.
Because if you have a client that's expecting the world and you're not on the same page, maybe the communication hasn't been there with the client, but you knew you could help them maybe with some stuff, so you brought them on, but the expectation might have been there in their mind for other things that were outside of your wheelhouse, that can create problems, right? So like I said, maybe in a previous episode, where my process is to get to know them first on a discovery call and really dive into that specific problem, verify if I can help them with that. I think that helps to set those expectations up on a healthy level from the get-go. But if they're not there and you just dive into like, what's your credit card, let's get going, it could have big problems in the future for you.
Do you have like a set template or set list of questions you use to effectively communicate and get on the same page with clients?
Yeah, I think it's more, I do. You'll notice if you go to my page to book a call with me, you book a call, there's a survey after where I got all these questions and checklists to ask and do some needs and wants probing and stuff like that. So I'll know kind of what they need before the call to see if it's a fit for myself to be able to help them. And then when I get on the call, really it's just a lot of, can we work together? Can we have a conversation like we're having right now? If we can, there's that level of trust, like we like each other, we're probably gonna be able to do some work together.
And what's a red flag where it's like, this might not be
moving too quick?
Moving too quick.
A lot of people in the sales world like that instant kind of paycheck, that commission, right? But me being so involved in the marketing side of things too, I kind of know, I think outside the box, I think a bit more creatively, I would at least feel myself. So I think when people really want to rush things along and have that timeline that's like super short or unrealistic, if they just go straight into like, let's get it going, let's do it, and I'll pump the brakes. That's something that I look for in terms of a red flag.
Interesting. Well, Chris, thanks so much for coming on for this episode. Really appreciate it. We got to talk a lot about how honesty has developed and has presented a few courageous moments in your journey, and I really thank you for sharing that with us. If you want to just let people know they want to find out more about yourself or ePlatform, where can they find you?
Hey, it's Chris here. If you want to talk to me and learn about the problems in your business that I can help you solve when it comes to sales and marketing, hit up eplatform.ca/discovery. I'll see you on a call.
All right. Next time, we're going to be sitting down with Chris and talking about how his work contributes to the Calgary community. Join us there. We'll see you then. Thanks so much for watching the Courage Chronicles. If you want to find out more information, click that big old link down below or check out YYC Calgary Business. Or you can even check out our clothing company, localaundry.ca. Thanks so much. Hope you have a great day. Bye for now.